Alrighty, folks. Hello and welcome. We've got a 35-lap race at Michigan for you in the Cup cars. A Fixed at Michigan. I'm starting 11th in the number 10 car. Still, I need to practice better, more on qualifying. I didn't really get any viable practice laps in the warm-ups, so didn't get a good qualifying time in. So I'm starting a little bit behind the 8 ball in this one. Hopefully going to get a good finish. Thank you to all those tuning in live on twitch.tv/John A. Theodore, and thank you as well to those of you who are watching the recorded version of this race on youtube.com/C/John Theodore.
Like it's so hard.
So thank you to you guys. Hopefully this is going to be a clean one. Should be fun. Got a mix of top 5 and finish bets going in the Twitch chat, so let's I'm just going to do my best to keep this thing under me, drive to the front, and get the best finish out of this that I can. There's the start. A little bit slow on the start, but holding my spot, and I got clear, so I'm going to be going to the outside and trying to get a good run through turns 1 and 2 here. Carry some nice momentum onto the back straight. Avoid got myself sideways a little bit, avoiding the 15. Should have had a good run on him, but I wanted to make sure that when he came down off the wall that he didn't get into my door. So I ended up losing a spot there. Running 12th now, and we've kind of lost the lead pack. Just kind of run that top seam right there. And get the best exit off the corner there. Jared's going to the front. We'll try to latch onto his rear bumper and see if we can go to the front.
Thank you, 18.
Uh-oh. They are really mixing it up there up front. 2 cars dropped out. I think that might have been the guy that they were talking about dropping before the race started there.
Outside.
There we go. Got that position back from the 19. Good exit off 4. I've got a little bit of a run on the 1. I don't think I'm going to try to make a pass on him here. I just want to stay tucked up in his draft and work with him to run down the cars in front of us. He got a better exit off of 2 than I did there, I think. Not trying to do any big hero business though, just trying to run clean and fast laps here. There's one, it's the 2 car. Having some serious issues at the start of this race. He's going to be giving away a ton of iRating. Overdrove it into 1 there. Uh-oh. Contact off turn 2 between the 15 and the 9. Nice save, 9. Get really tight off of these corners. As wide as this track is, you'd be amazed how much it can tighten up on corner exit. Driving it down in, trying to get the arc right to get a straight shot off of 2. I'm maybe being a little bit conservative throttle. I've noticed that, you know, I don't really have the raw speed as some of these other guys, and I'm not using up as much of my tire as they are too. When we get a long run and we report the wear on the tires, I usually have more rear tire left than some of the guys who were running up front. So I could maybe be putting a little bit more foot into it coming off of these corners, but as you saw there, when I tried to do that off of 4, I ended up skating the tail out. But yeah, as these runs go along, that right wheel ends up getting a lot of abuse. Decent, yeah, so putting together some decent laps here. Seem to have kind of settled into the 11th place. No real pressure out back, and I'm not really putting any pressure on the guys in front either. Another one getting loose coming off a 2 up in front of us there. Thing is so slippery coming off of these corners. That higher line seems to be working a little bit better. Oh, big trouble there. That's the 16, Landon Williams, so we're going to be top 10 now. No caution, he's spinning down to the inside of the track. .6 seconds up to Jared now. So that gives an idea of how much time we've been losing to him. Just losing a few tenths, a couple tenths each lap. And just consistently slower.
The gap in front is now 1.8 seconds.
Seems like turn 4 exit is where I'm losing the most time. Which is really bad because I end up losing that time all the way down the front straightaway. Turns 1 and 2, I'm a little bit better. There's another one getting loose coming off of turn 2 and down the back straight. That one looked like it might have been contact. They're really battling up there. Kept it under me that time. Shane Taruda in the number 5.
Lap times are increasing. Come on, keep
He's now in 9th place, so that's the next car in front of me. I think he said he was streaming too.
Inside.
9 cars getting back by me. He was faster in qualifying, so not too surprised to see him faster than me in the race.
Okay, John, the next car is Forster.
Inside. Go there.
Now the 14's right
Go there at the bottom.
there. Bruno's running right on my quarter panel.
41. Go there.
Still there, 41.3.
Line. Go there. Go there. Go there. Go there. All clear inside.
Up. Bruno had a good drive there to get the spot and then scrape the wall. He's giving me another shot. If I can get this thing off turn 4 right, I might be able to the spot back.
41,
12. You've just done it. 41.5.
Kind of shot my front end there. I was a little bit loose off turn 2 that time.
inside. Go there.
I've got another one trying to get inside of me in the 11 car.
Still there, still there. 41, 3, 2.
That's all I
There,
did
inside.
the race before. Was quite the wrong. I just got kicked out of the server. Same that the leader just had.
The 7 car just got dropped, so we gained a spot from that. Looked like Bruno hit the wall there, but that might have been netcode because he didn't slow down, so I don't think that that was an actual wall
The
hit.
gap in front has increased. It's now about 0.5.
Just riding it real close to the wall. He is really flirting with that wall, though. Hey, what up, Steve-O, man?
41.3.
That was out. 41.3.
How's it going? Derek Norton dropped. Is that what Kevin was talking about? The 11 got a huge run on me coming off of 2 there.
Hold your line, still there. Still there, still there. Hold your line. You are all clear low. Inside.
Got a run on him back out of 4 though.
Still there, still there. Still there. 41.4 there. 0.
I don't know why he's crowding me like that on the front straight. If he could have run down to the inside, that would have gotten him a lot better
Hold your line.
run, and he might have cleared me.
Clear down low.
Hey, 15, how did pass, but you killed him in the first 3 laps.
I think the 15 was the one who got into the 9. 9 is salty.
Yeah, no problem for spinning me down there in turn 1 as well.
Salty.
312. That was 41.6.
Now the 15 wants a piece of him. That's what happens when you decide to key your mic up. Taunt someone. They get pissed at you. Put a target on your own back. I've learned that the hard way a few times too. 15 might have been content to let him go, and now he, threw some salt on that fire.
41.
Okay, John, about halfway home. Got plenty of fuel. That last lap was at 41.4.
And the 15's going back by the 9. Really giving him the squeeze there. That shut him up quick. Those 2 are going to wreck if they keep racing like that. Just a little loose.
41.5.
You've just done a 41.5.
Hanging with these guys though. Too much glass. Hey, Just Can't Drive Man. Good evening to you too.
41.
Thank you.
41.5.
Trying to get a good start to the day here. That is the, what, 5th or 6th time that I've seen Bruno with that car completely sideways coming off too. Ooh. Almost drove it in way too hot into 3 there and put it in the fence.
Still there. Hold your line, still there. Still there at your door inside.
Gap to Greenwood behind is increasing. It's now 1.5, 13th place. That was 42.0.
Still there. Still there. Still inside. Clear down low. Clear, clear.
Managed to hold off the challenge from the 19 for now. Need to lift earlier and going into 3 and keep the thing straight, get the power down properly. Not too much, but not too timid either.
There's a car leaving the pits.
It's coming out of pit road.
12. That last lap was at 41.9.
Has a decent 1 and 2.
Adam is now leading.
Okay. Good for him. Eight seconds in front of me.
41.6.
Kind of taking it, dirt tracking all the way through 1 and 2 there. Drive it off that right rear. That seems to be the fast way around here. Just got to keep it under you. Keep losing it a little bit coming off 4, and I'm having to flutter my way out of the throttle.
You've just done a
So probably means that I should be a little bit slower getting back to the gas and really make sure that I can hold it. Oop. Contact up in front. Looks like the 11 got the wall maybe. Ten to go.
41.
Guess we'll find out if my tires are actually better than these guys or not. I think I've been somewhat gentle on them. This will be the moment of truth, because 25 laps into the run, this is when their tires would really start falling off, and I would start realizing the gains of being a little bit more conservative. I don't think I've been super conservative on them, though. I think I've abused them pretty good myself. Just been a little bit sloppy with my line. Oh, 8 in the grass.
41, 812, 773. Outside. You're all there high.
So, P11 for now. Oh my gosh, this guy in the 20.
The gap in front is increasing. It's now 1.6.
Still dropping back a little bit from the guys in front. I tried to get it on entry. It's not on entry where I need to beat them. It's on exit that I need to start getting better. That's how they're beating me. I just had a little blink. I don't usually do that. Still getting it too loose coming off of 4. 7 to go now.
42.
Hey, Cherry to Flame, how's it going?
42.1.
Alright, I'll try that. Ooh.
Inside. We're going inside.
19 looking to the inside.
41.
Last lap was at 41.5.
Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. Still inside. Even up. Hold your line. Clear low. There. Clear low. Hold your line.
I think I was able to hold it on the outside there and get a better exit.
Still there. Still inside. Still there. Line. Still there. Still there. Clear low. Clear low.
Man. Held him off.
42.
Still running 11th.
2.1.
You'll be coming to 5 to go this time.
That 14 car, man, he's been all over every inch of the black straightaway this race. Yeah, man, should be able to hold on to 11th, trying to
41.
close in for a top 10, but I don't think it's going to happen. Although there's always the chance that these guys could wreck. They've been racing each other with some pretty big intensity. So we'll see what happens. 15 and the 9 don't seem to be next to each other anymore. Losing like 0.2 of a second each lap on exit of 4. Gained a little bit on the 11 through 1 and 2 there. This is where I need to really make it up.
The gap behind is now 0.5.
More laps, 2 more hard ones, man.
Yep, still slower.
41.
Lost another 2/10.
41.9.
Oh, they wrecked. That's going to give us 2 freebies,
Get this guy.
and that should put us into the top 10. 9th place now. Just got to hold it.
Wave 5 this time.
Those two won't be happy with each other.
42.2.
1 more lap to go.
How about that?
Just done a 42.2.
First time we've seen the top 10 all race. Six cars in trouble on the back straight. Looks like he's recovered it okay, and he's going to hold on to the 6th spot.
Good one. Thank you.
Yeah, nice win. Congrats, Kevin. Nice win, man.
If you don't mind,
I'll take that.
P9. That's the end of the
Top
race.
10,
We'll get him next
9th
time.
place.
checker flag.
That works for me. Got a little extra time because that thing went caution free, so gonna get some good practice in before the next race at 5 Flags. Go.
We're coming
This
through.
guy go by.
Coming your
Swing
way,
it
fella.
down, stop it in my
Well,
pit
thanks.
stall.
Good job tonight.
I'll take it. Let's go to the chopper. We're going to do the incidents here. Bruno getting into it with the 2-car. Bruno had a real interesting race. There's the 2-car sliding. So he didn't blink out of the race, he just got wrecked. Here's the 15 and the 9. I don't know, man. The 15's about as low as he could go there. I'm not sure that I completely put that on the 15. 13 getting the wall. He was still able to hold on for 2nd place. There's Landon Williams, his spin. We saw that one from our vantage point. It's really tough when you lose it like that. Here's the 3-car in the 8. 3 got into the 8 there. Recovered it. Then the 8-car has his brush with the wall. Recovers. 6-car leading. Brushes the wall. He ended up dropping all the way back to 6th spot. Ah, Landon Williams with another one. That's too bad. Rough race for him. 6-car again hitting the wall coming off too. That did some damage. No wonder he dropped back. 5-car loose and gets the wall. 6 gets passed by the 7 and again loses it into the wall. That's too bad. He had such a good race going. Was able to salvage a 6th place finish for it, but that's disappointing given how well he was running. There's the 8 having troubles again. Five and the 3 get together. Coming off turn 4. And then I think that this is the 2 who got together. That's the 14. Yeah, and then the 5 and 3 come together. Boom. That looks like net code, but I think they would have hit anyway. Car having some issues. There's the 20 getting hit by the 18 on the final lap. And there's Kevin Adam burning it down. Good race. Nice to see one go caution free. Very good deal. Check the results. Ninth place in the 10 car in a 20 car field, so not going to be super dramatic. Gained 14 I rating, puts us back to a 3100. 105 championship points, that's good, and gained 0.06 safety. Would have gained a lot more if it wasn't for that 4X in the practice session. Thanks to the 20 for that. Anyway, we'll switch over to